Hello trader, I'm going to do a complete multi-time frame analysis on euro dollar and GBP USD. Both of these instruments currently showing significant trading opportunity on the lower time frame. Now before we discuss how we can trade, first let's look at bigger picture, looking at the monthly time frame to see overall direction in the market. Now from the monthly we can see that starting with euro dollar, which is a long term currently bearish market. If you look at this monthly candlestick pattern on euro dollar, we can see that with this monthly long week candle, euro dollar has broken out of this completely from this structure to the downside. If we draw this level, we can see that the price currently below this monthly support level completely has broken and approaching another significant monthly support level. And what I think that as the price already has dropped well below and it's almost at the end of the month, we can expect for the price to come down to retest this monthly support level before rejecting to the upside or even breaking down further to create a new lower low. Now if we look at the weekly time frame to see how the market is doing, we can see that from the weekly perspective, euro dollar price action showing significant bearish momentum. We saw that with this liquidity trigger, the price has formed this strong rejection followed by this correction, and we have seen another drop followed by liquidity grab, and followed by we have seen that break of this long-term support level. This is the support here from the weekly, and also support here has broken here with this pin bar. And we saw that even the price didn't retest this level properly because there is a strong momentum in it. And now we can expect for the price to break this liquidity zone, which is the 1.051017 level. As there is a liquidity in that zone, we can expect with the drop the price to break the low and even breaking this further low to the downside. If we look at the daily time frame to see how the market is doing, we can see that from the daily perspective, back to back two daily dojis, two pin bars has given a very high momentum on euro dollar from this zone. And we saw that this market was trending for a long period of time, creating series of lower high and also forming long week candle, gathering liquidity from this important zone. And finally we see that the price is almost about to break off this support level. This is the support here long term, and we can expect euro dollar now to come back down to break the low to create a new lower low before moving to the upside or even breaking down further. So we can see that monthly, weekly and daily giving a very high probability for euro dollar to drop down to this support level. Now let's see intraday perspective to see how the market is evolving. Now you can see that on this lower time frame there are back to back two dojis in that zone. Each dojis has created series of higher high and higher low, which is a very strong liquidity candle. Now what I think that as the news is coming, the market still couldn't break the low in this lower time frame. We could see another wave of liquidity trigger. Now if we look at today's daily high, we can see that the price has tested this zone. Now if you look at the daily perspective, we saw previous session the price has tested this level. Still there is a little bit of imbalance in that zone. If you look at this fair value gap, we can see that euro dollar still did not fill that imbalance, and we can expect for the price to go ahead and fill that imbalance, and from this zone we can expect euro dollar to break towards the downside. So this is where on the lower time frame I will be waiting for euro dollar to come back down to break the high and even to grab liquidity from this zone. Along this zone, as soon as you will see that euro dollar has given suitable entry opportunity for this potential move to the downside, we will consider going short on euro dollar with a high probability trade setup with our students. Now let's look at GBP USD. Now as you can see, like the euro dollar, GBP USD also in a very sharp downtrending market structure. Looking at higher time frame to see on the monthly on GBP USD, we can see that this current monthly candle is a very sharp drop from this level, which is a very strong bearish momentum. And what I think that the market might come back down to this monthly support level, which is a very high probability to happen for GBPUSD, as this support is where we can see that the liquidity, as the price moves from liquidity to liquidity, we can expect now from this liquidity zone for the price to come back down to this liquidity zone, and we can expect for a lower time frame drop further on this instrument. Now looking at the weekly time frame, we can see that this market is dropping tirelessly. There is no significant pullback, but still we see that there is a sharp drop, and those candles that we see on the weekly time frame on GBPUSD are full body. That's the sign that there is a huge volume in this market. And as you can see, there is a long week on the weekly time frame, and this zone is a pure imbalance in the market. As the market don't like imbalance, we might see that GBPUSD coming down to fill that imbalance, or even breaking the low, which coming back down to the smart money zone before moving to the upside. So there is a probability on the weekly as well for GBPUSD to continue to drop. Now from the daily, we see that every single day GBPUSD creating series of lower high and lower low, followed by yesterday we have seen a red candle that also has a very smaller wick at the bottom. So that means that there was a volume in this candle with a strong momentum. Today so far we saw that initial drop, but still the sellers not finding enough fuel for this movement. As the news coming later today, what I think that GBP USD, we could see that the market might go back up, fill that zone, and then we can expect GBPUSD to come back down to create a new lower low. So this is where I will be waiting for potential entry opportunity like euro dollar. As soon as you see that lower time frame confirmation for this potential move to the downside, we will consider going short on GBPUSD with a high probability trade setup with our students. And if you find value in this analysis, then smash the like button and also leave a comment below to support this idea. Thank you, and I'll see you soon in my next analysis.